Hi, everyone. Hey, welcome. Welcome, everyone. It's good to see you. Welcome to our day 3 for the conference. Come on in, get your front seat. You have take any seat you want. They're all open for you. Happy to see you all this morning. This is our last day, day 3 of this amazing awesome conference. Oh my God, it's just so, it is a great variety, as I'm sure you would agree. And we'll just let everyone get started. We'll let everyone get their seats and then we'll get started. Maybe post in the chat where you're from. And if you had a really uh, great takeaway from yesterday or a favorite session, put that in the chat. We save that. We use that for a sort of a collecting of influence, the influences of the different sessions. I try to enter into each of the sessions myself during even though there's like 3 going or 4 going. We try to narrow it to 3 at a time, but when we start putting the schedule together for the conference, uh, people have to have a certain, presenters have to have a certain spot. So sometimes we have more than 2 or 3 people at the same time. That's how that happens. Yeah, welcome everyone. Welcome to our last day of our annual conference. I mentioned yesterday there and Friday that we went to one conference a year because it's a lot of work to put these together, and we really wanted to have a great conference once a year, and this one has a really nice variety. I hope you are taking advantage of the variety of non-duality, A Course in Miracles, the Eastern traditions, and I also hope you were able to watch Muji's film last night. That's not a public film. They sent that to us just for the conference, and I watched it again last night. It was I'm going to watch it again. I don't think you can really watch that too many times. But yeah, here we are, and we have a great lineup for you today. I want to share a little bit about that. And first, I just want to talk about, the yesterday, our sessions yesterday began with the amazing Keith Kavanagh. I hope you loved that guy. He is one of the most brilliant Course in Miracles non-dual teachers that I've seen, and he has a unique way, even though I'm not crazy about all the different terms anymore of, Holy Spirit and Jesus and God and you and me and that and forgiveness, but he puts it together in a way where it's like it resonates with the non-dual also. But we also had Jennifer Hadley yesterday and Tom Doss, and who guided us into some deep explorations within A Course in Miracles and the non-duality experience with the clarity that Tom Doss has and Jennifer all have. And together they invited us into experiences that heal our emotions, experiential practices, meditations. They're all offering this space um, of recognizing the essence of who we are. Yeah, thank you for yeah, keep putting your comments in the chat of your favorite sessions yesterday. Francis Lucille blew my mind. I'm going to go back and watch Francis again. And if you didn't get to see Francis, that might be worth the ticket price for the replays. And we have a special thing happening today where they're going to drop a survey in for you. You can give I think it's 10 or 12 easy online check the box surveys about the conference that will help us to, pick great teachers and maybe fix what uh, could be mended a little bit, do a better job for you next year, and just make comments in that survey for us. And you'll get 20% off replays if you do that. And also, we have a special thing. We're gonna do a drawing that we're fill out the survey, and somebody's going to get a free. They're going to get a free entrance to Evolve, our Evolve community next year. Actually, starting in February, we have a new lineup of teachers in Evolve where you get a teacher once a month for 3 90-minute sessions. You get to be in class with them one-on-one for an for 3 weeks of a month. And then we have a kind of a gathering where we talk about what the takeaways were for the month. And our teachers in Evolve next year are Louise Kay. You don't want to miss her today if you have a chance to see her. Jenny Beal, she's also today. Gina Lake, she's an amazing teacher and channels Jesus. Mark Anthony Lord, Locke Kelly, Keith Kavanagh is going to be one of our teachers. Lisa Natoli, she is going to be on this morning, and Helen Hamilton, and who else? Who am I? Oh, Shakti Caterina that was here yesterday. So those are the folks that are going to be in Evolve next year. If you have a chance to, oh, you love the dyads too, me too. We're trying to bring Dan back. Dan was one of our teachers this year, so we may be able to bring Dan back next year. But yeah, yesterday was fantastic. And all three of those teachers that I just mentioned, Shakti, Francis, and Locke Kelly, all brought unique teaching to us yesterday with clarity. And they led there was, it's kind of interesting. We have the satsang style and we have the Course in Miracles. And I really like the blend of the two. Lisa and I are both past and current course teachers. Mostly we've moved to the non-dual understanding and helping people to use the lessons and use the pointing of the course to have a direct experience of awakening. Not living so much in the happy dream, but more living awake, living in an awakened life. And that's really what we're sort of our attention is geared for now. And that's why we changed the name of the organization from the Teachers of God Foundation to the Center for Awakening, because as we go deeper in our understanding, as we go deeper in the awakening experience, you find that you let go of those progressive path ideas, even the non-dual, all of it. And this is why the brilliance of the course, it's sort of a hybrid teaching, right? Because it's very progressive for those that are that grew up on the Christian path. It's helpful to have those Christian things, especially Jesus and the Holy Spirit. But then you learn that you can let all of that go, and you can let the Buddha go. You can let all of those symbols go, because you are you, not the person, not the body mind, but you that's always been you and will always be you, are the only thing that wakes up. this bodysuit, it thinks it starts the journey. It thinks it's reading a book. It thinks it's learning, and yet it has to go away so that self-realization can occur. It's almost kind of, I don't want to use the word tricky. It's subtle. It's very subtle, and it's the title of this conference. It is awakening. One awakens in stillness. One awakens in the stillness of their true nature. And so yesterday concluded with the dynamic energy of Maria Felipe and the kind of the intellectual structure that John Mundy gives to the Course in Miracles, because he knew the scribe. Helen Schuckman was John Mundy's mentor when he was a young man, and going from a minister to a Course in Miracles teacher. And that was the kind of the end of the yesterday's sessions until we got to Muji Baba in Portugal. And I've lived with Muji many times in Portugal. I'm planning to go back and interview him for our film, for Awakening Mind Films, and that we've been in contact to put that together in the last. Actually, I've been working on it for a couple of years, and his people just sent me that video and said they call me Rishi, and they sent me that video and they said, Rishi, this is this is where Muji Baba is right now, and I watched it so I could kind of as I was directed, I watched it so I could see where Muji's teaching is today. And I sat down, I'm sitting on the sofa downstairs, just kind of cozy, and I turned on the video. And after about 45 minutes, I'm just like, I'm in this total, almost a samadhi experience. And I went, oh my God, I want to share this with the conference, because it was such a profound experience that I was having. I felt for sure that I wanted to share it with all of you. And so that was yesterday. And like I said, if you didn't buy the replays, I'm not trying to be a salesman here, but you can't possibly see it all. And the benefit of the replay package, it helps us to put the conferences on, make them free for everyone. And so if you can afford to buy the replays and you'll take the time to listen to or watch a lot of the sessions, you would really be happy that you had them. And one of the things that Lisa and I and the host, because we give the replays to the hosts as part of a thank you for hosting the sessions. And it's just really great to be able to have that available. And they're available. I think the replays are going to be available for a couple of weeks. And actually, I think we send the winner for the drawing for the free Evolve membership. I think it gets announced on the 25th of November. So the replays are available, but today, I mean, for the right now, you could get 20% off if you fill out the survey, and if it hasn't already been clicked into the chat, it'll be sent to you in your email. And today we have another remarkable lineup. We have amazing lineup today, starting with Hakeem Hamza. He's a non-dual teacher that found A Course in Miracles. I really haven't been in one of his sessions yet, but I watched his YouTube. He was highly recommended by some teachers, friends of mine, and I asked him if he would join us. He has a session called Embracing Resistance the gentle path to non-duality, recognizing our true nature through listening. Oh, that's Hakim's. And then we also have at the same time Lisa Natoli, my wife, recognizing our true nature through listening to the body. And she really connects with the teaching, the non-dual teaching of Jean Klein and the understanding of our true nature and the embodied awareness uh, that we all share and have access to. And then we also will have Louise Kay will be this morning. And following them, we'll have a special interview. I'll be interviewing Joshua Newton. He's the editor and founder of the Bliss Work magazine. He lives in Kerala, India, and I think you'll enjoy that session. I think it's a 1 hour. It might be a 75-minute interview. And Jenny Beal. Now, Jenny Beal will have her session at the same time as the interview with Joshua Newton. And Jenny Beal is kind of like she's kind of like Rupert Spira and Francis Lucille in a woman's body. I'm not kidding you. Jenny Beal is a fantastic teacher and presenter. If you have a chance to be in her session, you will enjoy her very much. And then, okay, drum roll, because this is a new thing for this year. We're honored to have Angelo Dilullo and Eshwar Sigobind, who will lead an extended session to help anchor us in the non-dual stillness and awareness that we are all just really wanting to immerse ourselves into. And that's going to be, I think that might be a 3 hour session, but it's a workshop. And then will end the sessions. And then Lisa and I will be co-hosting the Meetup Cafe at the end of the conference, where we're going to invite you all to just speak about what the conference was for you and what highlights or reflections that you might have had during the day. And the Meetup Cafe, we were having 3 per conference this time. We just had 1 because I wanted to put more teachers in and have more of a variety of content for you. And yeah, so that's where we are, and that's the lineup. What's the link to fill the questionnaire to get the 20% discount? Lindsay, can you put that link in there, please, so that they can get the questionnaire? I appreciate that. Let me just get a drink of water. Just gives a little bit of space here. I know that was a lot all at once. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here for the opening of our conference. And as we move into today's sessions, I invite you to kind of bring your attention to awareness. Just bring your attention. We have the access simply by pausing and bringing our attention to uh, pure awareness, just our fundamental stillness is awareness of being what we are. And simply giving our attention to the stillness, giving our attention to presence, it opens the heart and it quiets the mind. And I invite you to just simply be here in this moment. Close your eyes if you would like, resting as awareness, just preparing the heart to be itself, preparing you to relax into you as stillness, as presence, as awareness. This is where it is. In the stillness, one awakes. One awakes, one remembers we know ourself to be itself. As stillness, as presence, as I am. They're all you. They're all you. I am. I am what presence is. I am what God is. I am that I am. Stillness. We're remembering this quiet moment as our true nature. And for many, it's recognized. For many, it's realized. For many, even this weekend and even today, we'll see glimpses of the within, the true nature, your true being. And others will have full kensho, moksha, samadhi experiences, where you'll be listening and you'll be overwhelmed with presence. You won't want to speak because you've touched yourself. You've touched your true being as presence, as awareness. Just allow yourself to be open, surrendered to the stillness, surrendered to your true nature. Allow yourself to be empty. No expectations. Just be present. And receive even as you give yourself the gift of freedom. of liberation and release. Be as you are. Recognize and realize the self. This is why you came. This is why you incarnated into this time and space experience, is to realize and know the self as incarnated into a temporary body-mind experience. And now you can continue living and being the peace and the stillness that you have always been. It's always been you. Now you can feel it and know it and be it every day, every moment. Live in peace and happiness and the fulfillment of knowing the self, knowing you intimately. So just breathe that in and gently open your eyes if they were closed, and with love and gratitude from Lisa and I, the team of Pure Presence Conferences and the Center for Awakening Mind Films, all the best and love to you. And I will see you at 9:30 as we introduce, actually, there's 3 sessions going. I'll be introducing Hakeem, but we have other great teachers all at the same time. Go wherever your heart leads you, and I'll see you then. Bye, everyone.